What we tend to do as humans is we tend to focus on the negative. It's easier to point out, it's easier to fixate on, and it's just a negativity bias that we have as humans. We're more likely to notice and pay attention to the negative and emphasize the negative than we're able to emphasize, notice, remember what is good. Survival mechanism, perhaps. But what are we to do when we are always caught up in that negative? Well, just quickly, a quick tip that you can do is just work on first becoming aware of that, right? That you are being negative around the situation, and understanding that the way that you can move your body, the physiology in your body, the way that you can move your energy around is a very exciting, powerful and potent tool that you can use, as well as patience. Patience. One of the things that we are not practicing as much in this world, but the more patient that we are in the outside events that are happening, in the internal noise that's also happening with the results that we are trying to get, with the team that we are managing, with the things, the fires that come in and out, us wanting to get something, we're not getting it. The result is when we can become more patient in that situation, when we can understand that it truly is the journey and everything is a lesson for us to be learning, and have and practice that patience. And practicing that patience isn't just sitting and doing nothing. It is being okay with the thing that is getting delayed, and knowing that there's either something that you can do to push on that probably won't yield any results, or maybe just a minor result, an immaterial result, but will cause you internally much more stress, or that you can come back into the present moment and recognize whatever it is, that task at hand that you have set to achieve, or that is in front of you that you're waiting for, bureaucracy, who knows what it is, something to finally launch, you to get that goal, has its time, and that you are doing everything that you can possibly do that is in full control, that is in your complete control and in your complete power, and that there are other things, other circumstances that aren't. And that when you can do that, and almost let you let go of a form of control, so that it doesn't bother you, so that it doesn't hold up space in your mind, and that you can be present in the moment to find joy in the actual thing that you are doing, that can give you a lot of grace, a lot of enjoyment, and a lot of presence in that moment. Because when we are patient, what does that do to our bodies? What does that do to our mind? What does that do to the actual environment that we're in? When you're around somebody that's patient, they're calm, they're centered, they're composed. Worry doesn't seem so much of a worry, and things seem like they're going to be taken care of, versus you see somebody that's impatient, moving, feeling stressed. You can see the stress in their body, in their face, in the way that they're acting. Even in their voice, you can feel that there is some tension there. And that's not healthy, that's not good. This is a sign of a dysregulated nervous system. And with a dysregulated nervous system, you are not able to see things clearly. You're not able to see things with a lens of patience. So a quick reframe for this, if you are in this stressed out state at that moment, box breath is massive. Box breath, a quick guide to it. I'll make sure I do another podcast video just about that, but it's 4. Just think about 4 of a box. You breathe in for 4, you hold for 4, you let out for 4, and you hold for 4. This tactic is used not only to gain more efficiency, more clarity and control. This was used by Navy SEALs and high-performing executives and athletes. This type of technique can get you from a very heightened state of stress because of that impatience into a much more calm state, allowing you to see where you are instead. because this goes back to a very fundamental equation that whatever event happens, if it's rain, if it's somebody yelling at you, if it's getting some bad news, a tax bill, whatever that event might be, it is your response that elicits the outcome that will happen. So being able to control your response, being able to understand that impatience is not the response I need to this situation, but it is something else, is going to end up giving you a different response and elicit not only a different state from yourself, but from everything around you as well. So I'm not responsible for that rain. I can't control it. I can't control that the sun's going to come out. I can only control the one thing, which is my reaction to it, to learn how to go walking in the rain, because it was replacing my not moving, to learn how to enjoy the fog and to enjoy all of that and to find joy and dopamine in activities now that I have to do inside. If you're feeling impatient or out of control today or in another event in your business sometime soon, remember, you cannot control the event, but you can control your state. And your state is the one thing that changes your results. It's going to be okay when you let go of that push. And then letting go of that push allows you to step back into your power.